Jackie.
Hi.
So hello and welcome to the Florida Nature and Culture Center. This evening we have the great pleasure to have with us Jackie Caraves, PhD candidate at UCLA in Chicano Studies. So tell us, Jackie, what is Chicano?
So Chicano is at the most basic level, I would say it's someone who is of Mexican descent and born in the U.S., but really it's a political movement, civil rights movement that happened in the 60s, the Chicano movement, because Mexican Americans at that time in the Southwest were experiencing a lot of oppression in terms of education and discrimination in many different ways. So there really was a movement around empowering Chicanos to get educated, to transform the education system, the K through 12 system. And it became not just a movement, but also a discipline, and people really going into academia to begin to transform the ways in which history was written about Mexican Americans, and then that expanded into sociology, anthropology, literature, cultural studies, etc. So Chicano studies is really an interdisciplinary field that looks at not just Mexican American identity, but it's kind of expanding now. Even though it's Chicano studies, we really do a lot of Latino studies.
And how did you come about diving into this program?
So, when I was an undergrad, I knew that I wanted to go into a PhD, and I knew that I wanted to go into ethnic studies. So I applied to various programs, mostly because my goal was really to produce knowledge and create knowledge in a way that showed the resilience of the Latino Chicano community. And so when I had the opportunity to apply to this brand new program in Chicano Studies, it really made sense just to choose UCLA and to go there.
Wow. So what is your research?
So for the last 2 years, I've been working in the Trans-Latinx community in LA. I've been particularly working with this organization called Trans-Latina Coalition, and together with the executive director, Bambi Salcedo, we have put together a survey and conducted a needs assessment on the state of trans health. And so we did that in 2016. We put together a report, and my dissertation work is based basically on building on that report that looked at how trans Latinxs thrive holistically, or the needs in order to be healthy individuals that they have. And so my dissertation builds on that to look at the role of family and spirituality in their lives. Actually, since we've done this, Trans-Latina Coalition has been able to provide direct services. At first it was just an advocacy organization, and now they actually have the funds. They've expanded and now have the funds to provide direct services. Like, they provide free lunch every day for trans people, anybody, not just trans Latinos. And they also provide like clothes. They provide monetary support for people who are released from ICE detention.
Is there any like specific group that you guys target to get those funds, or is it individuals?
Right. I mean, it's like it's foundations and city and state officials.
Is it hard to get those fundings? Like, do you face resistance?
I think it is hard when nobody really knows about trans people, right? And so, like, that's the importance about that work, is that with putting this on a piece of paper, right, and creating a report, people actually can see, oh, there's a large group of people that's being affected by all these different things. Whereas without that hard data behind it, funders, city officials, like people who have the power to make these kinds of changes don't know what's happening in the community, right? Or don't know about this population, because it is a much smaller population, but they're there.
Thank you so much for joining us this evening. I hope all of you at home enjoyed this interview and have a safe flight back home.
Thank you.